Well, here we are back in the realm of Dark Souls, and I'm noticing Crowquill's +8. That might very well be what I go with. Take a quick look-see at that. Okay, so it's B scaling for my favorite stat. It's a rapier, so a thrusting weapon. I just need to get my dex a little bit higher, and I can put that on, try it out. Let's work towards that. We're also going to be doing the Undead Settlement. That is our goal for the day, is get through the Undead Settlement and then move over to whichever game allows me to do the most stuff. It's looking like Hollow Knight, but there is a lot of stuff. So let's make our way to the Undead Settlement and work on getting our dex higher, because Crowquill's +8 is insane. I also did get a bone shard, so that's a reinforced Estus Flask, do a little bit more healing. Alrighty, so we are still connected to the auto tracker, so shouldn't need to worry there with my sword and shield. I have the giant emblem of the sun on my back. Item right below me. Do is turn and run, because they're gonna open those gates. The dogs are gonna come out, murder all those ghouls, and then they're gonna come for me. I need to be ready to counter murder. And Ember. Not bad. Luckily I have a ton of health now, so I can stand that. And then we come over here.
Please.
No, you're not allowed to die yet, buddy. Hi.
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash, as I live and breathe. To be in your... I am somehow, well, perhaps you'd say. I was one.
Yep.
Oh,
Accept his services. And then he vanishes. He's gonna go back to the Firelink Shrine. We do is... What? I missed something? Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. It's over there. Priestess Ring and Human Pine Resin. Priestess Ring. That is... Yeah, increases faith. Okay. I don't need that, but it's good to have. Go up here, and according to this, I absolutely missed something. What's the point of the shield working during attacks if I'm gonna bonk off of a dog? I got staggered out of a dog bite, but I did miss something up here. I'm gonna take a quick run up here and grab that too. Then I should be good to go. That was absolutely worthless, but I wouldn't have known if I didn't grab it, so still happy I grabbed it. But our goal today is two things: make it into that tower and make it into the giant steeple at the far side of the village. Be able to see it when I go through here. And then pull the lever, find everything there is to find, and yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be real fun. That's still one-shotting, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, so our two goals is that big building with the big tree coming out the top, and that tower with the giant shooting arrows. And we are going to have to kill that giant, sadly. Anyone who knows that giant knows that he is normally a friend. However, he is also something that drops a ring. Means he counts as loot for the sake of the playthrough. Oh, there was a second one. Okay. Fire Witch armor. Okay, how good is that? It's really bad, but it's really good against fire. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Dragon Roost Cavern Small Key. Okay, so I'm just going to record that really quickly. That technically unlocks like 3 more things for Wind Waker, but Wind Waker is not very wake right now. It's wind, but no wake. It's wind sleeper right now. Here, can't get this. If we cut that down, we can go get it down there later. There we go. Bye-bye. Go to sleep. Ah. Wait. It is better. But it's also so fitting. I'm just sad I don't have the pose. That I might praise the sun. Wolf ring. Ah, thought I heard you. Okay. Lava Brew. What is Lava Brew? I know it's for Terraria, but what does it do? What does it do for me? I missed something. No, I didn't. It's the thing I knocked down. Okay, okay. This is going to be a fun time. Grub. Okay. Yeah, there's no way around this. Oh, these guys are easier than I would have given them credit for. If difficulty is equal to height, they would have been difficult. What? Oh. This is the Demon Prince's weapon. A fire sword that only counts as fire, but it's also a pyromancy catalyst. That is so good. Oh no. Ah! Didn't know she woke up. I thought she was still praying. Now she can pray forever. Yay. Okay. That was absolutely worthless. Absolutely regret having that. Nope. Aha. Favor. Okay. Which way do I want to go here? Go across the bridge this way. Few items I can get here, and even if I have to turn right back around, they're items I have now gotten. Just chug Estus. When in doubt, chug Estus. It is useful that shield up while attacking. Okay. I'm listening. I am now listening, game. Give me the Life Hunt Scythe. No. No. I'm not going to deal with that. Black Knight armor. How good's the Black Knight armor? It's not Dark Knight armor, it's Black Knight armor. Better in some ways, worse in others. Guess if I need to switch it, I will switch it. Here. Grab this. It's a Whispering Root. Oh no. Go over there and grab some stuff. I'm gonna go this way. Go this way. Run past all the explosives. Oh, lightning bolts for a crossbow. Okay. Here and grab this now. Blacksmith's hammer. Aw, poor man. Used to be a blacksmith and he died all the way out here. One of our goals should be to get across the way there, because there's a bonfire, but it's not loaded in right now. I'm going to try and run around. Mr. Salsa Bowl right here is going to make that difficult. Try to turn me into salsa. I am not a fan of salsa, nor becoming salsa, so that was not going to work, buddy. And even though I got hit by that, drop down, kill him instantaneously, and from there, I can get this bonfire. That bonfire lit, I can make myself scarce and go over here. It's a single little check. One way to get it is this way. Black hand armor. It's not great. There's plenty of armor in this game. I mean, most of the time it's fashion souls, so... No, I don't like that. That looks pretty good. Ah, it's leather. That makes sense. Okay, so here we're going to make our way around and onto the roofs. Yeah. No. No, not dealing with that. Apparently I have to deal with this. And here's a man.
Aha! Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, a crow in his cage, as you see.
I have no idea what's going on with the floor.
But here we are. And I hear you care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
Yes.
Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
Oh. Okay, I thought I needed a key. Okay, so if we don't need a key, then what else? Oh, an entire heart container. Okay. Done. Never once going to complain about a free heart container, just outright. Let's see here. From here, I can go this way. Spot on the map, there should be something. Find me. Just culling the weak. Ah, there it is. Oh. I heard him. I turned around. I blocked. It didn't work enough. I cannot parry death itself. I don't even know where it came from. I showed up and tried to stab me in the butt. That's my job. And quickly go to the right. Bypass all of this. Except for the stuff that I can't bypass, because I need to check everything. No. No. No, no, no. No, we don't play that game. An arbalest. Okay, so they just drop crossbows. That's their loot pool, crossbows. Just need to find thing alive. The other one. Would have been stupid if both of them were. Head downstairs. Break that. Just for funsies. Well, there's what I'm looking for. Get it. No, you can pretend to be dead, but I know you're still alive. There it is. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Lightning storm. That's a really good miracle. Can I not? No. I know what the red eye enemy means. It means don't mess with them lightly. I'll mess with it heavily. Ah. Ooh, a dark gem. And Estus soup. That entire layer. Here. Into the worst part of the level. Yeah, keep going. Laying a path of destruction. All in a seal? Okay, okay. What do... This little spot here. Nope. Someone gonna break out of this? Yep. Sadly, I need to go in here. Dancer's gauntlets. Hammer. At this point, I think I need more stamina. I think that's my biggest issue that I'm facing. I need enough dex to be able to get that that crow weapon. Pretty sure the weapon that I have now is really good for PvP because you can attack through attacks because it blocks. I don't think it's the best for PvE, which is what I'm doing exclusively. I'm playing this in offline mode because I'm pretty sure the game would ban me if I was playing it online with a mod, even if the mod is just making everything random. Because, frankly, having a +8 weapon or a +9 weapon this early is kind of cheating, in a way. Ordained pants! I ordain these pants. I have to... Oh, hold on. No. Oh no. Okay, that was a little scary. I don't like that. I did not like that. That was actually not helpful. There is no way that was high enough to kill me. The only consolation prize I get is a chance to get that lizard again, but I'm gonna have to run it all the way back. One of my buddies, he's a monster at this game. Plays strength, gets like the biggest great sword in the game, and is like, I may only swing it once, but I only need to swing it once, and he'll destroy everything, doesn't matter what it is. Might get the chance to actually play a rando with him in a few days. That is going to be super fun if it ends up happening. I'll have to think of something that I'm good at. Like, as good as he is at Dark Souls 3. The only thing he's better at is Elden Ring, which is probably scarier. Because he finds Melania hard only because of her lifesteal. That's it. He finds her easy other than that. And here's the bonfire I died right next to. That's not embarrassing. Anyway, we ignore my mistakes and my fumblings, and we carry on. I can't go in here, can I? Nope, doesn't open from this side. Okay. Means I have to go through here. Which is fine, I know how to get through here. When I pass this arch, I need to duck and dodge and not die. And that's why that big giant up on the tower is firing. Gotta keep running. Keep running and occasionally glance over at the tracker. Twin Dragon Great Shield, King's Item, Emblem, Bountiful Light. I think I broke something. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. I fixed it. My controller got a little loose in the cable department, and it started doing that. Okay, let's run it back, see if I can get my stuff again. Okay, fair enough. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where did I die? Where did I die? Where did I die? Okay, soul's recovered. I can grab whatever this is. Soul of the Twin Princes. Okay, at least I found a Dark Souls item in Dark Souls. Where'd my map tracker go? Okay, there we go. So I didn't get the item that actually counts as being the check for here. Ah, because it's this one. Tabby. Okay, Tabby is a Terraria item. Rancid egg. Dark Souls giving me a rancid egg is just fitting. That did far less damage than I thought it would. To be completely honest, like, it was a lot. That was a lot of damage. But it was less than I thought it would have done. Okay. And now the house is still getting bombed. Luckily the house can't break. And I just get to do 1, a 2, and a jumperoo, and get over here and meet with you. Pizza Heart. Okay, okay. From here, actually open up the door to the next boss. But I'm not going to do that just yet. Because I can actually open up this door from this side of it. And then I have a much easier run back because one of my bonfires is right there, because that's where I got on the roof earlier. There I can make my way up to the tower. But let's take care of this boss. This big, nasty, gnarly tree. Hit the white parts and let him kill his minions. And that's what does most of the damage, is popping those. Are we already okay, we're already at phase 2. Only time in the game in which that won't do fall damage. And then he gets a big meaty hand for no reason. I have beaten this boss with all sorceries, and I have beaten it with all pyromancies. He's really not hard as long as you don't get greedy. Like, that's the biggest thing, is getting greedy with your hits will kill you super quickly. Then you just hit the hand and you're good. You're gone, buddy. Make like a tree and leaf. Nice, an emblem and wallet capacity. I'll take both of those things, thank you. Homeward Bone, Lapse Gauntlets, Sacrificial Altar. I don't have any Vertebrae Shackles. I really hope the Covenant level up rewards are not part of the randomizer. I think that would just kill my my enthusiasm real fast, having to do that. Okay, but aside from that, it's looking like there are a few more locations to check. I'm gonna go back up to the Undead Settlement start to get one because it's a little side path. I don't appreciate your you're stabbing me with a pitchfork. I could appreciate you stabbing me with something, you know, classy and gentlemanly, like, I don't know, silver spoon. Anyway, me trying to make funny analogies aside, the side path's over here. There are 5 different checks back here. A lot of these things. They aren't really checks, they're just more annoying, and they are throwing things. Because they're like children. They're short, slightly annoying, giving them a weapon is a bad idea, and they throw things when annoyed. All the telltale staples of a child. Ow. They have been remotely shanked. Okay. A loincloth. And let's see, what else? What else is up here? There has to be something else. There's something. There's something. Here's something. Homeward bone. Check. This. Ornyx's garb, okay. Why is this thing so tanky? Normally these ones aren't this tanky. Are you special? You gave me a lot of souls. I don't think you're special. I can go down here. I was incorrect. But if I go this way, then I can pick up a heavy gem. Oh no. Just gonna go and get my souls. Like I should. And then I can kill him. Dark Souls. Dark Souls, I can't make that jump. I can't fall from that height and live. Also, I don't know why I just yelled salsa while being chased. Like, there were other things I could have yelled. Expletives. Undead Legion armor. Nice. Literally anything else, but no. Salsa. Just salsa. And turn. No. Well, that board was trying to do a little kung fu kick on me. Okay. A bigger rat. Thinking of a different game. I thought for sure that there was like dragon bow great arrows off the rats. Power within. No, there's absolutely a big rat in here. I was right! And inside the big rat was a rancid egg. Probably one of the most fitting checks I've found in this game so far. Door opened. That's locked. Requires a key. I think that's it for that. I can make my way back over here. My my way up. Make my way over this way. Or how to get down there. 10 rings. I have a 10 ring, and I have a 20 ring. Saved, mind you. If I play my cards right, I might be able to beat a vault level with Rouge with those extra rings. I can play this real smart and add those extra rings onto my total. Also, oh, he's willing to make me into guacamole right at my table, too. Get it? Because it looks like he's wearing a table. Anyway. I'm gonna run before those dogs see me. So I don't know how to get down there, because there are plenty of checks down there, but I do forget how you do that without dying. It might just require either the key to that locked door, or the cat ring that prevents me from taking a bunch of fall damage when I eventually do that. Who knew? But I'll eventually get down there. But finally, I can have access to this, which is an emblem. Okay.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? Oh,
Yes.
you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter. Heed my words. If you've any sense, you go find a coffin to huddle up inside.
No.
Here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face
I will.
death. And it won't be pretty.
I already have.
Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time.
Yep. Right, okay. I need to figure out how to get down there. But for now, I'm going to do two things specifically. One is talk to Siegfried. Hello.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow?
Yes, in fact.
Well, whoever it is, but I have this lift only well.
Well, you see, Siegfried, this elevator is a double-sided elevator. You see, it has two elevators. And you need to get on this one to go up. Go all the way to the top.
Who are you?
Make peace.
I help anytime.
White Branch. Sadly, though, we need to kill him. It wasn't even a progression item. My sorrow is pretty high. That makes me pretty sad. Anyway, sad over. So, what needs to happen now is I am going to go down here. past here. Elevator up, and we're going to go into the basement first. We're going to go downstairs. The reason for this is because there is yet another cheese that we can do in order to get a bonfire. Now, in addition to Dancer of the Boreal Valley and Vort of the Boreal Valley, there are 2 more Knights of the Boreal Valley. One of them is here. And while the other 2 that aren't named aren't as hard, they're not full bosses, they can still pack a punch and they can still kill me very quickly. And I'm out of Estus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here to grab his attention. He's going to jump at me. That sword is actually what I beat most of the game with my first time through. What I'm going to do... I don't like this. I don't like this. Ah! Get him over here. We need to get him to come up these stairs. Okay, that's good effort. And we just stand right here. And he'll fall in the pit. Killing him instantly, giving us his drop and a bunch of souls. And from there, all we have to do, the only thing that we have to worry about, go over here, open up this door, we are on the next area, Road of Sacrifices. We're not going to be going to the Road of Sacrifices right now because there's still a massive amount of checks to do. But I'm going to go level up my my dex before I die and inevitably lose a lot of these souls. Because I really want to use the crow feather. Crow quills is a dual wielding weapon where if you wield it with 2 hands, you can do that. But that's what you really want. There's a funny little thing you can do with a funny little man that goes, Then we're going to get off the elevator. And then we're going to be at our destination.
Oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried.
Sorry, the magic of elevators can be confusing.
Thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
Good job.
Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've... How now?
I'm not gonna think twice, I'm just gonna go kill it. BRB, Sig. What's up?
No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now.
Ow!
I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side! Ah!
Okay, that went a little bit bad. Oh, now his fire is more fire. But he'll go down to poking just like any other boss that's weak to being stabbed repeatedly. Hi, buddy.
That was... But you must... We unkindle... But...
If you...
To your valor...
Thing...
Long may the sun shine.
We'll give you... Toast gesture. And then he'll fall asleep. Which is fine, we don't need him to be awake to go loot the area. Just gonna grab all this stuff. Hollow gem. Dangerous. Oh my gosh. Exile Greatsword +2. Henri's Straight Sword. Black Fire Orb. Large Soul of an Unknown Traveler. Okay. That was a really good multi-check. Aside from that, I think our best bet here would be to make our way... I think our best bet would be to just check this house. I know that there's at least like 4 checks in here total. It's gonna drop on me. I tried to walk directly under it and just always tell which ones are the evil ones. I like having a stabbing weapon because it gives me a little bit more reach than a slashing weapon. That's really nice too. Dogs are gonna run down. Maybe I'm a little bit more familiar with this game than I thought I was. Oh yeah, that's a real quick double hit. Comes out fast. And then we come up here and there's 2. The preachers. Poke. No. And I don't even feel bad. Oh, it's in a box. It's this box. Oh! I understand. I understand. It was booby-trapped. Okay. Not even worth it. Not even worth the scare. Okay, fine. Be that way. Fine. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay, so I'm gonna run up here. Here. Just gonna find a few more things. Charm Notch. Not bad. Here. Take a bit of a leap of faith. Oh no. Actually supposed to do, you're supposed to drop down to this one so you won't bounce off. Oh, my souls are up there now. Anyway. Drop down here. This gives you access to the tower. Run around real quick, make sure I get everything. Careful. Jump over to this side, otherwise you'll go splat. Then you drop down without going splat. You get some fire bombs apparently, and all of that. Reward! Shoe! Okay. I have gotten a shoe. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go get my souls back. Because I am a dum-dum and jumped down before I got them. There. The green glow of my death. Go back to the shrine, go back to the shrine, go back to the shrine. Alrighty, that is everything that I currently have access to on that map without getting 2 keys or a ring that lets me survive crazy high falls. So, aside from that, I think we're going to be moving over to our next game, which is looking to be Hollow Knight. So I'll see you over in Hollow Nest. And we are back in the world of Hollow Knight. We have some more masks, we have some more health, as well as all of the charms. I am very upset by that. Very upset to see Fragile Strength cost 5. But these two both costing 2 is useful enough. Oh, with these things, we are going to go to all the different stags that we have unlocked. Specifically, Hidden Station, Stag Nest, and Queen's Garden. We're going to start with Stag Nest because there's only 1 or 2 checks that we can get there. And then we're going to see what else we can get. Psychon Slush for 300? Yeah, I'll do that. Easy, easy. I also have Great Slash. Rusted Gold Coin. I do have Dream Nail. Not going to do that right now. But I do have Shade Cloak, which means I can completely complete Queen's Garden. Okay. I don't need that right now because I definitely need the money for other stuff, but having Storm Ruler, having access to Storm Ruler without needing to go through any of the tiring stuff. Because there is a boss in Dark Souls 3 who's a giant, Yorm the Giant King. Now he has a ton of health, but he dies in like 3 shots to Storm Ruler. Because he's a gimmick fight. There are a few bosses in Dark Souls that are gimmick fights. If you know the gimmick, they're easy. Much like Marmu here. You basically just juggle her into the air repeatedly. I'm not risking both of my fragile charms on this. I'm warping back out. That was a little lame. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Hidden Station. We're gonna get my we're gonna go get the nail upgraded. I don't need a silver rupee right now. Thank you. But no. What is this? 51 essence. No, I don't have to do White Palace. Easy, easy. No White Palace for me. And we're in Ancient Basin. We can go down into the Abyss. We could. Yeah. I think I will. Checking real quick. Right, okay. I need to go over here real quick and buy the bench. I don't want to spend more money, but you need to spend money to make money in some instances, and this is definitely one of them. Here we're going to go down into the Abyss. So we already have the King's Brand, which means we can get in here. What the? Hi. Up. And... oh, that would have been so cool. It was still kind of cool. All the way down. All the way down. All the way to the left. And we're just going to scream. Host the twins. Okay. So that is counting as the twins, which are mechanical bosses, being defeated in Terraria. Which is really good. That's a big Terraria gatekeep right there, is those 3 bosses. Being the twins, the Destroyer, and Skeletron Prime. Having all of them down, count as down, would mean that we could, I think, farm Life Fruit, which would give us even more max health. But from here, we're going to make our way through the Void. Because I already have the Shade Cloak, I can get past all the obstacles. Alrighty then. And then we're going to get to this big structure right here, and we're going to try our best to climb it to help these little guys that desperately want to add me to their collection. Luckily for me and them both, I'm good at pogoing. Ow. And we can go over here now that we've turned the lights on because it makes the void not act up. Go over here, go on this little secret path. Be able to go down here. Shade cloak past them. Giant's coal. And sit in this. Heal aid. Okay, fair enough. And from here, I'm going to bench warp back up to the base and tool bench. And we're going to go all the way up until we're in the city again. Here, drop down, it's going to lock me in here. Go. A grub! Just gonna whack him enough times to get full soul, and ow! That one hurt. That one hurt a lot, in fact. No. You are made of explosives. You are also made of explosives. This is spook. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, spook. That makes sense. Right, so I can head back up and go to where the city is. And not worry about my health. And worry about my health. That was so stupid. It fell down onto me. Well, there goes 2 fragile charms that I'm probably not going to fix. I have too many things to buy and not enough money. Oh, your fault. Okay. But it's fine, ultimately. And shoot over here. Grab this. A deep gem. I hate those stupid enemies. Excuse you. Greater magic barrier. I mean, I have the ability to do these dream routes, so I might as well. I'm going up anyway. Okay. Up and up, up and up and up, and down. No. And greater magic barrier. There we go. Okay, now that we are on this side of the city, we have a lot of options. A lot of options. But we don't want any of them. We're going to go all the way to the left. Because I'm only going to die that one time. This is foreshadowing. if I had more pale ore from any of the other games, frankly. I'd be able to strengthen it even further. But with how many games that we're looking at, how many different things I'm going to be having to do, I highly, highly doubt that I'm going to be looking at any higher than maybe 1 pale ore. Like, the odds of that are incredibly low. Oh, a tally counter. That's decent. It's part of the cell phone. Getting the cell phone by itself is an achievement in Terraria. There's the cell phone, there's the Ankh shield. There's a few items that require combining and combining and combining lots and lots of items into mega items. And normally they're both really hard to get and really rewarding because they give you so much stuff. Can I make this? No, that's just a little bit too far away. Hi. Sorry to bug you. Oh, black belt. I could mix that with the tabby if I had the Goblin Tinkerer. But sadly, that doesn't work. Because I still need the Goblin army to be counted as defeated in the internals of the game. Until then, I'm stuck with whatever gear I have. I mean, I suppose I could go back to Terraria if I wanted to give it another shot, but I basically need to beat the Queen Bee with what I have. Which could function if I had gold armor, because that is a little bit higher quality than tungsten. Because this is Terraria, a world where gold is harder than tungsten. Possibly because it's rarer, I don't know. But yeah, aside from that, I'm just kind of looking at a nice glide through this game. They have a lot of the... Oh, thank you. I have a lot of the, like, movement upgrades, which is a big, big deal in Hollow Knight. Movement is king in this game. And drop. Alright, that gives us access to another bench. Which allows us to go up and around and get some other stuff, including a stag, a bench, and the elevator. Wait, hold on. I need to sit in that. There we go. Put my little buggy butt all over that. There we go. Keep forgetting I have that. Don't mind me. Shoot all the way over here. We're going to grab that lever. And we're going to go up this little shaft. I whacked him into the spikes. I did not one-shot him. Up and up and up and down. Pocket mirror. Pocket mirror. I mean, it's an item, and I can get it, so no reason not to. Boots over spikes is scary. I'm just gonna grab all of these little orbs. Basically gonna ignore them because they don't matter. That, which is some form of armor. It's definitely armor. No. Okay, that one stung a little bit, you stupidly accurate insect. How do you like that? Alright, and then I get a pocket mirror. Item. An emblem. Okay, we're at 28. I went and checked. I didn't do any levels, didn't do any checking, I just went to check how many emblems I have. We're at 28. So if I get 2 more, and I can get an entire new batch of Sonic levels, which is a bunch of really, really fast checks back to back. I'm going to buy that. So that way when I get into the treasure stage as Rouge, because I counted, I went and explored, there are 77 rings. Now I have 15 rings and a 20 ring sent over to the next character I play, which is Rouge. So if I play my cards right and don't get hit, I could potentially carry all of that over and immediately win the 100 rings. And get whatever that's supposed to be. Because you're supposed to have the Mystic Melody and the Iron Breaking, the Iron Boots, for that specific mission. It's like post game when you have to come back for mission 2 for that one. So, not exactly the most friendly of the level options. But with that, we're going to come over here and miss both of those. Luckily, they're not too tanky. So, we can go up here and find ourselves in the Soul Sanctum, which we're immediately going to leave by going to the left. Because what we can do is we can whack this wall repeatedly and gain access to that. And here's the thing. I can either use the elegant key or I can go up here, because if I go up here, there's a funny little thing that you can do if you Great Slash through the wall. As I was saying, you can use the elegant key on this door and go into this little side room. And my best bet to handle enemies that are a little bit stronger than your average enemy is probably going to be the Great Slash. Because it does a lot of damage, comes out quickly, and doesn't really care about enemy health. Another option is Downward Dark, which sounds like a yoga pose you do with the lights out. Okay. Had to take a little bit of time to concentrate on that one because he was almost up to killing me. Now, what I was trying to do is if you have long enough reach on your nail, you can actually whack this lever from the other side. Just examine this figure. It screams at you, as most things do when you examine them too closely. And you gain a piece of heart. Wonderful! We're going to head back to the Soul Sanctum from here. There are six checks I can get to. And I don't want to go all the way around, so I'm not gonna. Gonna be enemies that spawn. They don't lock the doors. Come on. Fine, I'll just go up and around. If you're gonna make this difficult, I'll go up and around. Fine. Haha, you can't catch me. Oh no! I totally deserved that one. I totally deserved that one. That was funny. Even I find that one funny. Like, you can't catch me, teleports. Oh, right. Okay, and then I go up here to a little secret alcove. Everything and its mother is going to spawn and try and get in this little room. Hurricane spin. Aww. Hollow Knight and Link can be twinsies. They can both spin. Alright, and then we're gonna go fight the boss. Yeah, we're gonna go fight the boss. It's gonna go fine. This is gonna be fine. I've beaten him with less. Literally, because I have double jump. The reason I use a Great Slash is because it does 50% more damage than a normal slash. It does a bunch more damage. And it's proportional to your nail's damage. Now, considering when you first get here, this is the level of nail you're supposed to have, this boss is on par with what you're supposed to do. That's hilarious that I was able to get that off and hit him with it. Okay. No. 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 Bad. Bad, Mr. Man. I don't like you. I don't like the things you do. I don't like the experiments you do on children. None of that. Dragon Soul's dual charm. Okay. Here. Fill up on this stuff. Need that. Grab whatever this is. Ta-da! My disappointment is immeasurable, but my day isn't ruined. I'm still okay. Come up here, get this. Whack the lever through the wall. What you can do to get this really easy is right on this edge here. Do that. It won't go all the way down into the pit of enemies down there. Let you get that, and you can go back up. This only works if you have the Great Slash to be able to hit the lever through the wall like that. But it does work. Reliably. So the only other check you can get here is his rematch fight, and I do not have the sword level for that. That would require a bit more. So we're gonna make our way back out and make our way to the King's Station and the Tower of Love and or Kingdom's Edge. Those are the areas we're gonna be going to next. And the reason why we're going to those areas is I'm not quite comfortable with Queen's Garden yet. I want to try and see if I can find, like, anything else for this game before I go over to Queen's Garden. Because Queen's Garden is hard. One of the optional areas. You have to come here. But Queen's Garden is optional, which means it's much harder for that reason. It's like Archdragon Peak in Dark Souls 3. You don't have to go there, but man, is there some of the hardest stuff there. Okay. Down. All the way down. Keep going. All the way. Just gonna weave our way through the platforms, make our way downtown. Easy, easy stuff to do. And we're gonna go over here. Oh yeah, that's way too far away to hit with the thing. I think I need Mark of Pride and Long Nail to have the range to do that, but obviously I don't have either of those. No. And down I go. No. No. Do I have any simple keys? Oh, I do have a single simple key. Could go in the sewer. I could do it. I want to. But I'm not gonna. Okay. No. None of that. Not gonna have any of that right now. I actually want to charge this up and fire it from here. Allow me to go right above the enemies and below the ledge. Ah! Hmm. And I am going to panic warp. I'm going to panic bench. Over to here. And I'll see you back over there. Okay, this is right outside where I died. We're gonna just keep going. As if that didn't happen. If anyone asks, it definitely didn't happen. We're gonna go, we're gonna get the stag. The bench at least. What is this? What are you? Missile expansion. Maybe later. I'll buy mandatory items first. Complain about bad items later. Like that. Like the black bug pellet. Here next. Drop down. No. No. Oh. I thought for a split second that that said Chaos Emerald. Which, I mean, a Chaos Gem kind of is. Or at least a Chaos Emerald is a jewel. But that wasn't the right game. It was, in fact, for Dark Souls, not Sonic. Sonic's done the moment I actually get all the Chaos Emeralds and 90 Emblems. And the moment a game is done, it'll explode its items out. So I don't even need to beat all the missions if I can manage that. Just stop. 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 God, how hard this room is when you don't have any upgrades. Please be done. Okay. Woo! Took moderate amount of concentration. Lifeblood core for 1. That right there is good. That is really good. That's basically 4 free hits. Where does this go? Resting grounds. Wait, I can go to resting grounds? No way. Go this way? I think I can, actually. I think the lever is right up here. It is. Alright, I've gotten into resting grounds without, going that way. Okay, so all this essence I have is actually going to be useful now. I'm going to get sucked into a dream. Have to fight my way out via jumping. Out. Let me out. Let me out. Can I let... Can. There we go. Alright. I've tried to get through here using Crystal Heart to make it faster. There's no rhyme or reason to the platform placement, so it's not like you can skip anything. It's just faster to make your way across it with normal little jumps. And grab this, which is 20 more essence. Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna listen to her. Yes, I've gathered at least 100 essence. She'll go and open the door across from me. And then I can have an explosion of items. Din's Pearl. Titanite Shard. Deep Braille Divine Tome. Soul Catcher for 2. The Abyss Shriek. An E-Tank. A Grub. Is there anything else? Grimchild requires 1293. Okay. Horn's Ring. Okay. Fair enough. Let's grab all of these then. And Horn's Ring. Up and up and up, and hit this a few more times to get full soul. Put back here. Grab this. Is Pale Shade Robe. Okay. I'm gonna go and get the stag real quick. With a free bench. Vessel Fragment. Here. Right, okay. We're gonna go up to the Spirit's Glade and grab that. And hope the item we get there is not worth much. And you just dash behind the waterfall and you're good to go. I got Morn's Ring and now I have Morn's Armor! That is incredible. The odds of that happening back to back like that are not high. This. Vessel Fragment, kinda need it. As much as I hate this particular room for this. I've gotten it down pretty good, I'd say. Should drop or collect things. Someone once asked me if I could speedrun in any of the games that I play, and, you know, maybe. I definitely wouldn't be breaking any world records. But here's the thing, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades when it comes to games, because Metroid Prime is a first-person shooter, this is a platform hack and slash, Dark Souls is a different game, Legend of Zelda is a different game, so like if you were to take someone that's like a world record holder in any of these games, and have them play all 6 of them, I would lose monumental amounts of time to them in their game, but I might be able to actually make up a lot of time in the games they've never played before. I'd probably still lose, but, you know, I might be able to give someone a run for their money, depending on the game. But even I myself am not too confident in my ability to do that. Hi. All the little babies, they explode. Dancer's Enchanted Swords. Well, that's one sword of fire and one sword of darkness. It's a really good combo. I don't know how good it is in actuality. It sounds good. Small doll. Small doll. And now every single thing in the Hollow Knight, in the Dark Souls tracker, everything in Irithyll of the Boro Valley just turned green. Because you need the small doll in order to do that. Okay. I'm not going back to Dark Souls, not yet. I can get a lot of stuff in here still. But anyone that knows this game knows this room. And let's hope that it's a worthless item that she is hiding. 20 rings. That doesn't sound worth it. Now, if I needed it for a 100 rings challenge, then maybe. Just maybe. But I would have to use a hint and know for certain that that's something that I needed. Otherwise, nah, you ain't getting me to do that. You are not getting me to do Flower Quest for 20 rings. It's a heart. And Magic Conch. Oh, that's actually really good. The Magic Conch in Terraria lets you teleport between the oceans. So now I just have a teleport to each side of the map for free. I'm gonna go Resting Grounds Stag, go down, and go past Blue Lake and visit Salubra again. Now that I have a lot more money and no pale ore, I'm gonna see if there's any big upgrades that I can buy for any of the games. And then thinking about it, I also have the Pyromancy instructor in Dark Souls that I could go visit. I love the upgraded Abyssal Shriek with this skin. Fire Plume. Oh. Nope. 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 Oh, it has been a while since I've done him hitless. I don't care to listen to him. Just give me what your check is. An Ember. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, let's get down into Blue Lake and go. So, fun fact, City of Tears is directly beneath Blue Lake, and that's why it's constantly raining, because the water is just leaking through the rocks, a little bit at a time, as water does with rocks, and just kind of dripping down. And fire. No. Stinky bugs. Stinky bugs. Rancid eggs. Rancid eggs and stinky bugs everywhere. Soul of a Crestfallen Knight. You know, if it's going to keep giving me these little souls, at least keep giving me the Crestfallen Knight ones because they're worth like 10 grand. At least they'll give me like a level up every time I do it. And the Infested Crossroads. Okay. Because we found a Dreamer. It's now Infected Crossroads. Okay. I can send an emblem over. Floating Chaos, not worth it. Rusted Coin, Piece of Heart. Command Melody. Okay, so now I have every single song in the Wind Waker. I just don't have the Wind Waker. With that, I can go back to Sonic. That's good. So with that, we're going to go over the map and see what I have to work with. Right. Okay. I have a lot of stuff. In theory, a lot of stuff. But none of it helps me beat the game. Doesn't matter, though, because this is the Hollow Knight main episode, basically. So let's try and get most of Hollow Knight done before I go back over to Sonic. Because I can progress Sonic now. But I have 30 emblems. A piece of pale ore. Crystal Chime, Ember, piece of a heart. That's kind of important. I need both these. I can go visit the Grubfather. What do you have again? Path of the Dragon. I do need that. That is an emote that you actually need to do in Dark Souls 3 in order to get a few different items. You literally need to emote at some NPCs and they'll be like, oh, okay, for sure, you're cool. Yeah, getting that actually unlocks an entire area. Which is crazy to think about. Sextant, Sage's Coal, Piece of a Heart, Argonian Slime, Reward, Grappling Hook, okay. And Fireball. 19 grubs is Fireball. Okay, but I'll take the Sextant. That'll be really good for Terraria. That's part of the cell phone. With that, I'm going to go over to the city again, into the shop, sell some more stuff, and with that piece of pale ore, upgrade my sword. And with the sword that is, I'll be comfortable doing a few more different bosses. Because here's the thing. There's a boss rush mode in this game called the Colosseum of Gods, or the Pantheons. One of the challenges is to beat it with an unupgraded nail. Meaning, with the minimum amount of power you can do per swing. Now, I've beaten quite a few of the bosses. Not all of them, but I've beaten quite a few of them with it, including one of the Pantheons I've done with full bindings. If anyone knows what that means, it's fairly impressive. I haven't done, obviously, all the Pantheons with it, but I've done the first one with all bindings. But just because I can fight most of the bosses in the game with the minimum amount of power, doesn't mean I want to. So I won't. Simple as that. Just gotta fly over here, get my nail upgraded, and we should be good to go. 800 geo, and a little bit of elbow grease. And now I have a slightly better nail. So from here, I still don't have the Lumafly lantern. So that's still a massive blocking point for me. But I am going to go to Crossroads, Stag. Where are you again? I'll buy it just to get it off the tracker. We need to go here. Means I go up. Enough. There are so many checks available for me to get. You're a bomb. You're the bomb. No, you're just a bomb. You are a heavy explosive. You are ordnance, you stupid bug. Ah! Anyway. Okay. In our way over. No. dash slash. Oh wait, hold on. That's actually another check immediately. Once you have all 3 nail arts, so I have Great Slash, Dash Slash, and Cyclone Slash, you can actually get a free check by going back to Sly. I'll do that after I get my next bench, so that way I can at least warp to where I'm about to unlock. No. Yes, okay, I'm in the right spot. Oh. Up the elevator. And slam the ground. Want to avoid that so that way you can control with style. Get up there, grab this. Dragon Scale Armor. Based on the lore of Dark Souls, that's probably very resistant to fire and physical, very weak to lightning. Just die instantly to lightning. But welcome to Crystal Peaks. It's very purple in here. And I can get almost everything. Actually, hold on. Why can't I get in here? Wings. A dash. Precise movements. Shriek Pogo? What? That's wrong. That's incorrect. I can absolutely acquire that stuff. Alright, so I can full clear Crystal Peaks, so I guess that's what we're going to be doing first. I'm going to first come over here and grab this bench like I said we would, and we're going to go back to Dirtmouth to get that free check on the very, very, very off chance that it is something actually useful for the game I'm currently playing. It's an emblem. I'm not going to deny that that's useful. I mean, we still need 50, 60 more in order to actually beat Sonic, even if we were to find all the Chaos Emeralds. So any that I can get, I'll take. But quite literally, at this point, the only thing I need is the 2 Dreamers. Nameless Knight Gauntlets. Once I have the 2 Dreamers in this game, then I can actually just, like, full beat it. Oh, no, I know what it is. I know what it is. That's why it says I can't get in here, because it's a dark room. Okay, we're clear. Should I have been able to do that? No. No. That was kind of dumb of me to even try, really, but I did it anyway. So, what about now? Nope, still says I can't get to it. Too bad. Because I decided that I can get to it anyway. Okay, thanks. Luckily for me, I have a mystical, magical power. This power, left behind by the sages, is called Deploy the Bench. And it lets me put a bench wherever I want, which I can then warp to, and it acts like a bench, acting as a full health restore. Like I've said before in the other episodes, this is meant to be a challenge run, not an impossible run. Which is why I'm perfectly okay cheating, because it's not like anyone's enforcing these rules except myself. Another emblem. With Sonic having probably the biggest hurdle to actually beating it, that being 97 mandatory checks, 90 emblems, 7 Chaos Emeralds, to actually beat the game, it makes sense that quite a few of the checks across the game are, well, emblems. As all of them are kind of important. Or at least a massive chunk of them. Okay, from here, where do we go? Got it, downloaded. Got it, double downloaded. Wasn't paying attention to the bottom right corner where I happened to be at the time. I was just paying attention to where I'm going. No. Well, that's disappointing. Normally that's a grub and you can break it through the wall. It's not a grub. And I'm in trouble, bub. Okay, we're just gonna make our way over here. Real easy stuff. Just some jumps. It's a platformer. You do some jumping. Just gonna dash. This is very hard, but possible to do with nothing but pogos if you happen to be randomizing it and don't actually have dash. I hate myself enough to have done this before. Because you can pogo off these spikes, which refreshes your double jump. It's also possible to do it without double jump too, but that's really if you dislike yourself. The self-hate has to be, like, real and visceral for you to want to do that one. Or you have to be really, really desperate for checks. That works too as an option. None of these are lined up. These ones are lined up. And these ones. But the first set, they're just stupid. They're just stupid. No other explanation. Well... aren't you just a sneaky little thing hiding there? Well, we're going to be in Hollow Knight a lot longer than I expected, because now we can do all of Deep Nest, too. Which is fine, we have plenty of time. There's no time limit at all, in fact. Because I set the rules. I say, we're not done here just yet. Wait. That was pretty good. I'm happy that the game let that happen. Over here. Grab this. Fair enough, it's next to useless. Although I do question what it would take to put either of my current weapons in Dark Souls to +5 or +10, because I have enough slabs. Slide down, and fire. And we're going to drop down here. This is where some stupid little buggy boys are. We don't care about them. Like a little bit of Geo. This is a mimic. This is where the real grub is. And it's another slab! No. No. You may scream, but you may not hit. Alright, and this will actually allow me to use this elevator, and we are already in Dirtmouth. Kind of crazy how interconnected the world of Hollow Knight is, when you actually have all the ways to explore it. When you're not just jumping around like a little buggy boy. Or girl. Knight is, you know, neither, both, all, the void. And you are an amorphous ball of black goop that can you know, consume anything that it wants. I think that, you bypass any typical definition. You just become the... No. Enough with your screaming and shenanigans. Luckily, this unlocks a bench. Unluckily, this also means I have to fight him again. And because he screams, I can't even hold a charge. Oh, I can. Okay, never mind. Oh! He also does 2 damage per hit, so he hurts. Ow. Okay. No. No. Ow. Yeah, I don't play this game to lose. I play it to win. Now give me the thing. That wasn't even worth it. Ah. That's just disappointing. Oh, right. I have this I can put on, and also this, which just gives me a bunch of extra health. Okay, so where I'm at, I can go up, to the right, loop back around, drop down, and then get everything. Completely clear out this part of the map. Just utterly done with it. Went up, now I go over. Okay. There is a charm. This one shows me exactly where I am on the map, which is useful, but I don't get lost on this map for longer than a few seconds anyway, it's fine. Please don't. Except, unlike Terraria, I can enforce the please don't. Okay. Hanuman. Hera. Hold on, just a second. Is there a chat? If I can find Lucian, I can beat Hollow Knight. Just beat it outright. Because I only need the Dreamers, and I already have the Dream Nail. This is game winning right here. But I don't know how to access the hints with this particular game. I know how to do it with Metroid, with Wind Waker, even with Dark Souls. I don't know how to access the hint command with Hollow Knight. I found it. In the Cathedral of the Deep. Which is one singular area away from where I currently am in Dark Souls. A game win is locked behind that. Exactly that. So I'm going to finish off Crystal Peaks, and then seriously consider what I need to beat the game and if that is worth completely rewriting what I currently am dealing with. Because I'd have to go back into Dark Souls, and I'd have to go into the Cathedral of the Deep, and I'd have to find which one it's talking about. I don't really remember where that is. But I have the exact location of the last dreamer that I need. Should I get more charms? Should I wait? Or should I go straight for the ending of Hollow Knight and release all of its items out to every game that needs them? Urethil Straight Sword. If that's a plus, if that's like a +7, then I use that till the end of the game. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about the Crow's Feathers, Crow Quill, Dark Hand, none of it. I know how to use the Urethil Straight Sword. I know its attack values and I know its swing speed. But like I said, I'm going to finish off this area just to have it done. And then I'm going to seriously consider just all out beating Hollow Knight. I don't even know if I have the power to do that right now. I'd need to completely turn around Shopkeeper's Key. Okay, that's real good. Dancer's Crown. Good job, Dancer. You have a crown. That side shot. I have Soul Catcher, and that's pretty much it. Items left. Just gonna go pick them up real quick. Another silver rupee. And fun fact, you can drop down to that ledge, and if you already have the crystal heart, you can get this check really easily by just firing all the way across to it. Sonic's invincibility. Nice. Two more. Can I? No. It only works in the city for some weird reason. Okay. Ah. Okay. Drop down here. Grab this. Sword Runner and Traveler. Hit the lever. Go back up. Hit the lever, hit the box. Wolven name is Soldier. And we're going to go turn in Sly's shop key. Onyx Emblem for 32. Ringed Knights Paired Great Swords. If you want a strength build, that's what you use. Emblem, Orange Rupees, Onion Souls, Seek Guidance. That item, the location of that item is my dreamer. Alrighty. It's been a long enough episode with a lot of shocking revelations, frankly. So, I'll call it here. And next time, maybe, we might just beat one of these 6 games. I'll see you then.